Okay, my Mojave Grom that I've been working on. I've already done the Castle 5600, the Mamba X2, and a little receiver that I see people have been putting down there. I thought that was a good spot for it. I've also got a fan. Like I mentioned, it's got some steering issues, so I've ordered a few things. This is probably more than I'm going to use on it, but there were some stabilizers for the steering, and these seem to be a decent upgrade from what I'm seeing. People are kind of blowing through those, and I don't know if this is a cheap version or if it's a name brand, but Furitek is the name. I think I got it off of Amazon. I'm gonna, yeah, but this is all gonna go, most of it'll go on. I'm mostly concerned with the steering, but while I'm at it, I will do a few extras. And then I think I've probably ordered 2 of those. These are also steering upgrades that will hopefully make it go straighter and give it less play. There's some play here when it's on. And then while I'm in there, I've got these diffs that people have been doing, and there was even like you can make it like a posi traction rear end, make it a locker. What else? Oh yeah, and then there's a hot racing adjustable motor mount, just so that you can kind of make sure this is sitting correctly. You can move that around depending on what you got set up in there. So I don't know if I'm gonna record while I have everything in pieces, because I know I'm gonna fumble a lot. So I think I'll just cut away and have everything installed. But yeah, let's go. Okay, I'm in the thick of it now. I took it all apart for the most part. I wanted to start with the front end, and it really makes sense now. I'm a super newbie at this, and it's a little bit intimidating, but I just keep screwing and unscrewing rather, and it's unfamiliar, I guess is more the way I should say it. It's just the unknown, and if all else fails, you read the instructions, which I've done already. I've had to pull them out a couple times because needed help. So, okay, I should be able to put it back together and should be good. So let's see. Okay, this took me all night. I was up until 2 a.m. doing this, but I think I got it all back in place good enough. So upper and lower arms, and then I added the differential. There were some plastic molding parts that hold everything together that are now steel. Same in the front, upper and lower arms, differential. Then I upgraded that, I guess it's a sway arm or a stability arm, that guy there. So yeah, let's see how it goes. What I think happened is the motor, the pinion came off of the off the track, I guess, but I'm going to open it up and take a look. Probably disconnect that. It was running for about 2 minutes and then it broke. I think that'll be good enough. Let's just take it all off. Every time I've tried to take this off, I have had one heck of a time. Whoops. I might have not set the differential correctly. These little pinions, they have a little set screw that are finicky. Man, oh man, I stripped that one out, so I'm gonna learn how to get it out and get this off and get this on and then back in. Here we go. I have an aluminum adjustable motor mount that I was in the process of putting on, so I might as well do all of this right. And I jump into things and I pay for it. I don't take my time, and sometimes I need to slow down. And that is something I am working on and I'm paying for. So I'm going to put all this on. On top of that, I have a fresh motor that I have been saving for something that is right there. And I think I'm gonna just put everything on this motor, and then I'll use that motor for that car because I'm waiting for parts on that car anyway. So now I'm starting fresh. From scratch. There's a tap that you can buy for this. It's a 2mm. Chat GPT helped me with that, so I'll get one of those on order if the local hardware shop doesn't have one. Hobby Shop didn't have. Well, they had a 3mm, and that's a 2mm. So I'm gonna get one of those, extract that, get I have some pinions on order for this, along with the matching servo saver, and then everything to go along with that car. So should be good to go. Here we go. Got some blue Loctite on the pinion. 20 minutes to 24 hours to let that set. I'm going to let it set all day long. In the meantime, I'm going to take these granite tires and I'm going to cut out this fender here, make some room for these tires. And then that should make them fit. Haircut. Yeah. Much better. So yep, that should keep me busy until that pinion sets. I'll put it all back together, let it dry. And when I come to the realization that I have a perfectly functioning RC car right there, and I would rather tinker with this, there's something to that. I don't know. I might have to talk to someone about that. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, this thing was tough. Oh man. So the motor mount is adjustable. However, there is an order of operations to doing this thing. You can set the motor mount on the bottom of the frame, and I did that a couple times and I kept spitting the pinion away from it. Well, as it turns out, you want to take the spine of your frame, or the spine of the casing, and put the mount to that with the motor, and then set that on top. Golly, that was a headache, but once I got that, it's good to go. Quite a few hours. So all in all, I upgraded the diffs. I did the tires. I cut out everything for the tires. There were some upgrades with the arms. Aluminum. Yeah, so pretty stoked. Came out well. I'm gonna do a few other things here, but I just wanted to I wanted to get this one going because I started it and it took me way longer than I realized. However, the hardest part was the motor, plain and simple. The pinion, all of that was learning curve. I mean, and Loctite and all that stuff. And I bought the granite that I'm gonna do some upgrades to. I'm gonna make that a 4S system. This is on a 3S, and that'll be bigger. And then I have the Max, which is gonna get the Hobby Wing Max 8, and then some upgraded servo. I have some few parts over there that'll go along with it, but that's a ways away. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I also have an XRT, a Traxxas Max XRT, that is getting some stuff done. So as soon as I get that back, I'll record some things on that. I picked up a ramp, which I'm gonna throw these things off of pretty soon. I just gotta find a good spot, so I'll have that coming pretty soon, and along with some video of this thing bashing. It's pretty quick. I'm really happy with it. Came out great, running straight, running fast, running strong, reliable. I got it set up to where I got my little nifty battery set up, and I am moving along here just for fun. It's quick. Well, cool. That is my Arrma Mojave Grom with a Castle 5600 kV motor, the Mamba X2 ESC. I have a Micro 99 servo, and then the miscellaneous aluminum parts, hot racing diffs in the front and the back. I have the hot racing servo saver, upgraded battery for the 3S system. It's running off the 2S, so there was a lot involved with. I'm not a soldering guy, but I learned how to take those things and make them bigger so it'll take more power, so that it's more forgiving on these things with the wiring. So yeah, I'm done. On to the next one.